Welcome back, guys, to another episode of the Out of Service podcast.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. I'm here with
El mero yoga.
I'm Tanya.
I'm Allie.
And I'm Dan.
And we are here. We are a couple days from New Year's Eve.
Ooh.
Yes.
Wow.
By
Excited.
2024.
2024 is over.
That's
So
crazy.
many
my
ups and
God.
downs.
Yeah. So let's hear about your highs and your lows.
Oh,
Yellow?
wait. This year's highs and lows should be for the year.
For the
We'll be
year.
No, that's a whole episode.
Low.
Like your lowest low and your highest high.
Okay, so we're crying today. So what's your high and your low?
My low this week, I think I have a flat tire. So I woke up today and my tire had no air. So I gotta get air. Well, I gotta air my tire, but is it? Wait, am I doing it right? Am I good?
You're like
Do you
moving.
know why I looked at you? Yeah, okay.
I'm trying to be trained, but I'm gonna get it fixed, so it's fine. It's
Okay.
gonna be okay. We have rim insurance.
That's right. And tire insurance.
And tire insurance, so we're
Glory to
good.
God.
And my high would be, I went back to the gym again. It was great. And I also love my gym. I switched
That's
my gym, and I
good.
really, really love my gym. I enjoy my gym a lot.
Did you do the rings?
I did do the rings.
Stop playing with the back.
Yeah.
Okay, Tanya, go, please.
Okay. I don't think I have a low, thank God. And my high is I finished my first semester with the Institute.
Let's go.
And I was the highest grade in the class of 4.
No. Oh.
Don't shame on a class of 4.
Hey, small class. You still got valedictorian, though.
Right.
That's fine. Don't do this. Don't do this. No, don't do this.
What's so funny?
It's already
Don't do
done.
that.
And I'm keeping that in.
She's like, what's so
What's so funny?
All
Nah,
right.
'cause
What are your
Wait,
grades
that's
like?
fine.
I actually had a good GPA. You're not just defending. No, but I love that. I love
she
that.
gave you up. She
Nah, because what were your grades like?
Yo,
like, pull up your
Damn.
report card.
damn.
Oh my God.
Yo, where did that stem from? What? Can I ask you that?
I love that.
Where did that stem from?
You're coming for my grades.
I wasn't coming for your grades.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right, great. All right, Allie.
My low? I don't think I have one.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah. I
Your
don't,
car kind of smelled like taco.
yeah, but we got tacos, so.
Yeah, that's true.
My high?
What the hell was that?
Like, you sucking on that candy is sending me. And Dan saw it too. Dan knows.
It's not candy, it's a cough drop.
Okay. My high. We tried that new coffee place.
Yeah,
We did.
Ooh, which
that
one?
was kind of
New
cute.
York Beanery.
Ooh.
Yeah, we were looking for the gingerbread.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, but they didn't have it.
Where's this place at?
Amityville?
Yeah. But yeah, that was my high.
But fire. My low. What's my low? I guess finals. Just studying for that. It's like a little annoying with like everything else going on. But I guess my high is just like the holidays.
Oh, yeah.
Got the coffee. What else? The tacos. Yeah, just a lot of good stuff going on. Excited for all the holidays.
Yeah, me too.
And that's it.
All right,
All right.
let's get into it. Let's unpack 2024.
Oh, we got a lot to unpack, guys.
Yeah.
So
Look-
January.
Okay, first of all, let's go around the table. Did the year go by fast or slow for you?
Slow.
Slow.
I would say slow, yeah.
Fast.
Insanely fast.
Yeah.
Like, wow, I feel like we just started.
We did so much, though.
Yeah, like you're always going to look back in the year and be like, wow, a lot happened. But I feel like it was just February last month. And now it's like, wow, 2025
December.
next month.
I can barely remember February. I feel like it went by so slow.
The thing is, like, I remember I was still, like, I think when I'm looking at my semester now, I'm thinking it was last semester. Like that's how fast it's gone. I think once my birthday passed, everything flew by. Like I can't even tell you what happened.
Like you felt the pick me in that statement, right? Okay, I just wanna make sure.
I was like, what's the point of the rest of the year? My birthday's here. Bye. No, for real though. Like the middle of the year, once that summer phase ended, boom, done. Like the whole year just flew by after that.
I will say these. I guess you're right. Since August, everything's been fast, but like the beginning of the month,
Okay, maybe you're
there
right.
was so much. Like it took a long time to get there.
Yeah.
There were a
Yeah.
lot of proposals this year too.
Yeah.
A lot.
A
Yeah.
lot of proposals.
And that's beautiful. And
Yeah.
that's beautiful.
lot.
Because love is beautiful.
Yeah. I love how my friends every time it gets proposed, they send me like the reel directly. They're like, it's wow, like you're taking forever, and I'm like, in God's timing.
Wait, they did that to you?
They always do that.
Who did that to you?
My friends.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's kind of messed stuff.
Yeah, no, I don't mind it though. I don't really care.
Oh, I would never do that to you.
I
Kate.
think settling down in my 30s is for me.
I think it's a man that's a little bit more like
Yeah.
accepted,
Yeah.
right?
I don't really care. I know you guys are in like a time.
Yo, the way that this conversation has been brought up to me like 8 times today is like, and yesterday is like, honestly,
Really?
like, you know what's funny? I was talking.
No, because he didn't have
No,
to do
no,
that.
no, yeah, because let's
That's
unpack this.
insane.
Because it started off with you. Because I was explaining to Dan that I was like, I really want to like have a little time to live in the city and like enjoy
Yeah.
my youth in the city. And then why he hit me with the, but like when though? Because like time is ticking and you're 24. I was like, damn. And then yesterday there was a proposal that happened.
Yeah,
Oh my god,
we love that.
So cute.
And then I was showing my dad, just to show my dad, create conversation. And he goes, but like, what are you doing? I said, oh, okay. Oh, okay. That's fine. And then,
just imagine.
no, because you know how he is.
I
Like,
could
you
just
know how he is.
imagine
Like, he really
saying
looked at me dead in my face and said, so, but what are you doing? I said, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then we talked about it today. And then now this. So I was like, damn.
Yeah, I mean, we can. I don't know. You shouldn't compare our lives. We all have
Yeah.
our own
Yeah.
journey. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
just being happy for them. That's all. Whenever they send me something like that, I'm like, so happy for
That's
them.
really cute, yeah.
And that's it.
They found their person. It's adorable.
It's amazing.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Very
Congratulations. If you got engaged in 2024, congratulations.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
And if you didn't, congratulations.
And if you didn't, congrats.
Yeah.
Enjoy your season right
your
now.
youth.
Your single
Yeah.
season.
Move with me to the city.
Honestly, there's something so beautiful about just being single, though.
You know.
You know, like we celebrate. No.
We are so unserious. We are so unserious.
Because you know that
Stop.
meme. Okay, we have to cut this
Why
out.
are we
You
so
know that-
unserious?
Talking about when you outside the club.
Like, how you gonna say that you're not even in the club? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, Tanita. Yo,
like what the heck? Like, it's mad easy for you to say.
Okay, no.
Mad easy for
No.
you to say.
Well,
like,
but the thing is, I was single until not too long ago.
you know what? Let's get out of this conversation.
Like, dang, I can't speak about
No,
the
you can
goodness
speak
of
on it.
singleness.
You can speak on
Like
it.
everyone's been single.
I'm literally like swallowing my words right now.
No, speak on it.
Nah, yeah, like just singleness. Like I feel like we celebrate couples and like marriage so much, but like that kind of makes single people feel bad. And it's like there's a beauty in singleness too, you know. And if 2024 you were single, you know, maybe 2025 you will be single too, and maybe 2026 too, and maybe 2027 as well. Maybe 2028 is your year.
We got it. We got it.
And you know why? Why 2028? Because Jesus is gonna be back.
We turn into those like false prophets on the internet.
No.
They really be out there.
Right.
They really do. Okay, enough of other people's
singleness.
lives.
Nothing.
All right, guys, let's get into the yearly recap. So first of all, why don't we start talking just about the pod?
Why don't we just start with January?
Okay, Jan. What happened, Jan?
January, we were.
Like the podcast?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
I think that's the most accurate thing, but I'm pretty sure we were
Yeah.
buying stuff for the pod, like
Yeah.
Our first upload was spring, right?
April 7th to be exact.
Oh wow, she remembers her date.
Wow, a lot's happened for the pod this year.
Yeah,
Oh, not Kim in the cut.
Kimmy in the cut.
Oh
My
man.
dog died in January. That's what happened in January.
I'm so sorry, Tanya.
Why do you do that?
Oh,
Why did you do that?
yo.
Like, the
It did.
R.I.P.
Took a picture.
R.I.P.
Wait, your
Rest in
dog died in
peace.
Jan?
Yeah, on January 3rd. It was a
Damn.
Wednesday.
Right in the beginning of the year. Started off with a bang.
Yeah, dang. That's rough, guys. That's rough. Can we not do this anymore?
No, but do you believe dogs go to heaven?
I don't know. But I want to think yes. That I'm going to see my dog.
I think so. Why not?
Yeah. You know, I'll be happy. If
I'm
she
so
does.
sad.
We joined the photography ministry in January.
We did.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Wow. All
We
that
did
did.
join.
See? Such a long
Yeah.
year.
We joined the photography
And
team.
now Ali's the leader.
She's a leader.
Yes.
It's amazing. Oh,
Yes.
I searched up top 10 things that happened January 2024. We also had Netanyahu's speech on Israel Hamas. That was top 10 things that happened.
It's so bad. It's like we might have to start over vibes.
It's good.
Why are we doing it from Jan? Feb? Why are
Okay,
we
let's just
doing
do it
that?
from events.
Yeah, why are we doing
so
that?
April. Let's start with the pod. We started our podcast in April.
Yeah.
We
Yes,
did
we
our
did.
photo shoot in March
Oh, wow.
for
We
the.
actually need another shoot.
That was fun.
I
Oh.
did say that.
We could do a
remember?
yearly
Yeah,
one.
we need another
I
shoot.
think
one
you
in
told me it was
March.
like you yelled at me.
Oh,
I did.
Yeah.
Oh, we can reconsider it.
Yeah.
We should.
Okay.
consider it.
Glad to know.
Wait, that means that I met David and Tyler this year.
You did.
Yeah, you did.
That's cool.
Yeah, you guys met briefly, and then you guys really met.
Yeah. Truly introduced ourselves.
Yeah.
Great guys. Yeah. Those are some good people right there.
Kimmy started going to church too.
Kimmy started going to church this
I
year.
didn't realize me and Kim were talking about this, and I was like, "Yeah, you've been here for like, is it your second year?" She's like, "No, I'm not even a year."
Wow.
It's like, "Damn."
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Because Kimmy feels like she's just part of the FBC
Yeah.
fam now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So maybe this year has been long.
It's
It
been
has
a
been
long
very
year.
I think
A
just
lot
so much has
happened.
happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we became friends this year, I think.
Yeah, basically.
We did become friends this
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we actually got close this year.
No, we
really
did.
close.
Yeah, we did. We did get close.
Really,
Yeah.
really close.
How do you guys feel about that? Do you guys feel like the pod was almost like a excuse
bridge?
to get close?
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know if we would have become this close if we didn't
Yeah, right.
like have the pod.
Oh, okay, that's a good question because I think it's kind of about the pod, but also like about us as Christians and like church and stuff. Would we have been friends? And we've had this conversation. No church.
You
No
answer.
church?
No church is
No church.
Yeah, like if we met in like school or work, would we have all four of us become friends?
Nah.
Probably not.
That's crazy.
I think if I had an interaction with you at school, we would probably be friends. Yeah.
Not during school though.
No, during school,
No, but you were one of the cool kids.
it doesn't matter. I would still be your friend.
All right.
I would probably be like, yo, let's go to the party or something.
We would be friends. Yeah.
You're an artsy gal.
So maybe the girlies would be friends, and maybe the guys would be friends.
Yeah. Because I don't think I would have met you guys
I
at
don't know
all.
if you guys would be friends.
You don't think so?
Damn.
Nah.
Oh, damn.
I'm just gonna think how
guess
if
not.
it's not church.
I was like,
then in
yeah.
school.
I just think you guys are so different.
Who are the most alike?
That's hard because I would say you two, but I think you
different.
build up on each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we're alike.
No, not at
No,
all.
we're different. I think our humor is alike. That's
Well, that's
yeah.
a big part of
Yeah.
somebody.
Who's the most different? Tanya.
So I wouldn't be friends with y'all.
Just concerned. I wasn't even.
I didn't even give you 2 seconds. Tanya.
He asked the question.
Because
Tanya.
I think you're the most artistic out of all of us.
Yeah.
And I'm not that social, I think, compared to you guys.
You're an introvert, yeah.
He's the most, I think.
Social?
And then me.
Yeah.
And then you. Wait, ooh.
I think you're the most social.
You think I'm social?
Oh, it depends
I've been
on
in
the
my
setting.
introvert era, to be honest.
Well, now.
Now,
Because,
yeah.
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 Yeah, but I think in your life, you were popular in school.
Yeah.
Wherever you go, you're not afraid to just be yourself.
Yeah.
Where I think sometimes in some situations, I'm more reserved and I'm like, let me chill. Because I don't really know people here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
I can see that.
So I think it's you, then me, and it's between us two, and then it's you. But you've gotten way better this year. I think
Yeah.
2024 you
Yeah.
broke out.
This
Like,
was
this-
her breakout
like,
era.
This was
Get me on a
Tanya's
word.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was Tanya's year.
I actually remember seeing you back in the day.
I remember seeing you. I remember all of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, did you not like any of us?
No. I just didn't think that we would get along. So I just didn't feel
Right.
the need to
You didn't
anything.
pursue.
Because you know what's crazy? Me and Tanya were in the same ministry.
Yeah, for so many years.
Yeah.
So many years.
Damn, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Do you guys feel like you can relate because of the ministry you guys did?
We actually never really talked about it.
Yeah. Because we never were put together.
Yeah, I remember like a couple of times where we had to mix, like for events and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we never really talked about
Like
the
crossed.
ministry.
Cross man. Cross.
You mix cross and paths together, so you mean cross.
But I said it twice. Like I couldn't get it out. Yeah. We never crossed paths.
Paths.
Do you guys feel like there has to be a specific type of person to do ministry with children?
Yeah,
Yeah. You require some patience.
a lot
A
of
lot
patience.
of patience.
Even I don't think I have enough. You need more than I
Yeah.
do. Yeah.
Wow.
And sometimes I think like you need to know how children work
Yeah.
in order to like, because the thing is, giving a lesson to adults is one thing, but giving a lesson to kids is a whole completely
Yeah.
different.
Ball game.
Do you
Yeah,
miss it?
I do sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh.
I do. I do miss the kiddos.
Do you think that working with children made you want to have more kids or less kids, or same? Didn't change.
Well, my thing was always 2, so I don't I don't want 1. So definitely not more.
I
So,
think for
yeah.
me, I think it actually made me want.
More.
No, just like want.
Oh,
Because
at
I didn't
all.
want before.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
we-
that's actually great then.
Actually, we had that
Yeah,
conversation
I didn't
before.
know- I
We used to
didn't
be
really
very,
want-
like, anti-kids. No, I think for the most part it was because of like financial wise. Like
Well, I
we used to discuss and we used to be like, oh, like I don't think it's good. Like it's more thing.
Yeah, I think for me it was more like pain wise.
Oh,
And pain wise. And then like just like having something follow you everywhere you go. I don't know, the dependency, like I don't know if I would be a good like mother figure to a kid. So that's why I was like,
do you think everyone's meant to be a mother? A mother?
As you guys can see, we're perfect.
A mother?
no, but I don't think there's a perfect mother.
Mm,
Yeah.
Ooh.
I don't think everyone's meant to be a mother, but
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
that's true.
I don't think so. I think there's just some people who just have more I don't know
a
the-
Motherly
vibe.
instincts.
yeah. But then there's other people who are more, I don't want to say selfish, but maybe more like self-centered.
I think that would be me when it comes to like my life. Because I want kids, but before I used to just be like, I don't
Yeah.
want kids. Like,
'Cause I think I didn't want kids for a selfish reason. Like I just didn't want to like,
Oh, right. I get you.
Because there are some people who want kids because of selfish reasons.
oh.
That's a thing.
That's the thing. Yeah. I've
But
heard
then
of
I
that.
think what put it into perspective was like, you know, when I get old, like I want people to take care of me. So like,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
Even though that's kind of like a
That's kind of selfish.
Yeah,
That is selfish.
It's kind of a
That is
selfish reason. But also I do like, even when I said it in like the other episode, was like I really want to give the kid, like my kid, a life that I never had. So I think that's why like maybe I do want kids now. I think kids are funny.
I
Kids are
think-
fun.
Yeah.
I want kids just for family purposes. Just so,
I think for a man, for a man, it's more about legacy.
yeah.
Like you want to leave something behind.
So fire.
Yeah. You want to leave something behind that like you built.
Right.
And like what better than like people?
Yeah.
Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, like you can look back and be like, wow, I kind of was a big part of who you became.
Yeah.
What if they become a bad person?
Well, then, even then, for the better or for worse, right? Like you
Yeah.
became what you became because of
Yeah.
me.
Damn.
Yeah. I also think it's hard for me to speak on it too, because you know how women talk about like the feeling they get when they do the skin to skin right after giving birth.
Oh yeah,
Where they feel like an immense amount
This
of love
instant,
and
yeah.
like
Oh,
you
really?
you just like want to take care of.
and a man has to do that too.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
So like that to me, maybe that's what's kind of like being like, oh, maybe I should want to do it because I don't know what that's like. Like I don't. But then maybe when I got a dog, it's like I
Not the
kind of
dog.
had like a similar feeling of like
You put it
Oh.
skin to skin,
me and my dog.
skin to fur. Come to mama.
No, but I just love my dog so much.
Just imagine Allison. To mama.
You know what? I believe you because my mom, when we had my dog before he died of diabetes, once I did. Yeah, once.
Yo, what the heck, man? What?
Yeah.
All you hear in the background. Yo, man.
Yeah, he got diabetes. Poor little guy.
How is that? Yo.
Yeah. No, poor little guy. R.I.P. Gobi. I know you're up
He had
there, buddy.
diabetes, bro?
Yeah, for real.
Damn, that's tough.
So when my dog died, actually that might have been this year too. Maybe last year.
No, that
No, it was last year.
Maybe last
Yeah,
year, 2023. But yeah, when my mom,
Yeah.
yo,
Yeah.
like she's
Yeah.
crying for maybe like a good 2 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's tough.
It's tough. Maybe I don't know. I think for men it's different.
No, my dad cried.
Actually, yeah, I'm lying. My dad cried for 3 months.
For
Really?
months.
Bro, it's so I think the
I
best
think
thing.
it depends.
I don't know.
It depends how close you are to.
To the animal.
dog,
yeah.
Yeah. No. I can get that. I can get your point.
Yeah.
That's true. So now.
Didn't even say my point.
Yeah, no, but we get that. You can kind of get that instinct, like I want to take care of you, because your puppy needs you at the end of the day.
Right.
Like, it can't take care of itself. It can do basic stuff.
Yeah. I feel like that's why couples sometimes start with a dog.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
And
what
if
that
you
was
can't
my
handle
point.
that-
That was my point.
Nah, you wait. If you can't handle a dog,
You
definitely
can't handle a
a
child.
baby.
Oh, that's
Right.
fire. Yeah.
Yeah. Finally got the point out, guys.
We all agree.
Before they started laughing at me.
We weren't laughing at you.
No, it was
You
just
were
the. It
definitely
was just the.
laughing at me.
It happens to every single one of us. on the pod.
Yeah, for real.
Okay, what about Okay, we were talking about like your ministries, what it takes to be a mom, all that stuff.
Right.
What have you noticed about parents because of your ministry?
What does that have to do with this year?
What do you mean?
Our
Like,
parents?
What have you learned this year? That's something
About
that
my
you learned.
parents?
No,
Or about parents?
Like parents of the kids and everything.
Oh.
Oh, because you guys did the children's ministry.
From the children's ministry. You know.
Did you
I
both
actually-
leave the ministry?
Yeah.
Oh, so you both
Oh, you
left.
left.
Left this
the ministry.
year.
Really,
You left this
Tanita?
year?
See,
Yeah.
that's how it works.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
So it's a domino effect.
Actually. But honestly, I think that the parents at church are chill. Church are chill.
Churchill.
Churchill.
Oh, Churchill.
Yeah.
Churchill.
Great documentary on Churchill on Netflix, by the way.
Mom watched it. Yeah.
But
But I think they're very like they're calm. I don't think they. I think they're good parents. Like we have good parents at church.
Do you think that can you see like some like behaviors of like some kids in like parents? Like can you see? Oh, can you be like, okay, that's your child? Like have you ever had that
Yeah.
instance?
Yeah. It's funny. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. I'm trying to think. Yeah.
Give a shout out to a special
I will say one of
couple
the
parents.
one of the ones that I mean I get to deal like be with the kid a lot is Miss Ilse, Pastora Ilse's kid. I think Victoria, her youngest, is so much like her. But like they complement each other so well, and you know that's her mom. Like you know that's her mom.
She has like a big personality.
Yeah, and I just love that family is just so like
She's so
charismatic.
little.
Yeah, they're
But
She,
she's
like,
old now, right?
Yeah, she's in like 4th grade, I think.
Oh wow!
And
Yeah.
she's little.
Really?
She's so cute.
Yeah, I love Victoria.
Oh.
What
Yeah,
about you?
that's like what family you can tell like the parents, are
parents.
racing.
So we're giving out awards. So that's 2024 Parents of the
Yes.
Year.
I agree.
Brought to you by Tanita.
I agree.
And their ministry started this year, right?
Yeah. I was looking
2024?
back that I went to
Wow.
the first anniversary.
Why?
Well, no, then started last year.
Oh, they started last year. Oh.
Yeah,
She's
a pastora now. They became pastors
Caribe's-
this year.
Oh, that's Caribe's family.
yeah,
Oh,
they
okay,
became
okay.
pastors this year.
I was lost.
Great people.
No, they're really nice. Very, very nice. I went to their house once. Yeah.
Powerful,
They're
organized,
very, very
creative.
nice people.
I need to go. I've never been.
You should. It's very
It's just
nice
so
church.
far.
It is.
Or is it
far.
Hop Hog?
It's in
Oh, I have no idea.
Patchogue.
Patchogue.
Patchogue, yeah.
Yeah.
Hampong. Sounds in Korean. Hampong.
Ali, what about you? Do you have
Cut that
any
out.
experiences with the kids and the parents?
I don't.
Nah, forget that.
Yeah.
This year,
Don't
photography.
Did.
Yeah, don't ask me that because I nothing good to say.
What have you learned about
Ali.
leading a ministry?
Leading a ministry?
Is this okay? Is this your first time leading a ministry?
Yeah.
Okay, what have you learned leading a ministry this year?
It's a lot of work.
Mm.
It's a lot of work. A lot of honestly, I'm just like it just happened, so I
Yeah.
don't have much to say, but it is a lot of work. But honestly, I think the people make it really easy on me.
Mm.
Like they all know what they're doing. They're very like we would never had an issue.
That's
I
awesome.
don't think we would. They're all pretty. They tell me when they can't be there. It's all pretty good.
Mm.
Yeah, it's just a lot of work with like the system that we use at church, the
Yeah.
services, and then there's like special events that we have to go to. Those things,
Mm-hmm.
making a calendar.
Yeah.
I think probably the hardest part for you would be managing the vision of what maybe the church wants.
Yeah, I think we're struggling with that
Yeah.
right now. But I mean, I try to work hand in hand with obviously because I don't work by myself.
Yeah.
I have someone else that also creates stuff. So it has been a little difficult because we are still trying to figure out like the way we want to bring the page somewhere, and maybe we just don't
Align.
So how have you how has God worked through that? Like, have you seen him work through it?
I mean, it's been tough because I feel like I talked about this. Did I talk about this with you?
Depends. What are you talking about?
I don't remember. I talked about this with someone, but I was telling them like I'm not really good at working with other people.
Yeah, you told me that. Mhm.
Like I think that that's something I struggle with personally. So I've kind of had to take this approach of like, well, I need to respect this person because at the end of the day, they're my higher up. And I need to learn how to respect my leaders in a sense. So that's been difficult, but I'm not good at like, because I like everything to be my way
Yeah.
and I like everything to look perfect.
Or it's the highway.
Yeah. So it irks me when things don't go my way or like things don't look the way I want them to look. So I'm definitely working on it.
So this year, 2024, has kind of been like a year of you have to learn how to work with people because it's
No,
that,
literally.
and then the podcast is also like a
Yeah.
bunch of different minds
Yeah.
trying to like work towards one goal.
Yeah.
So it's like, how has 2024 showed you? All right, Hallie, maybe sometimes I got to take a
Yeah. I mean, it showed me a lot of like internal things that I need to kind of work on.
wow. Okay.
Because I think the controlling thing comes from like a lack of trust
Ooh.
where like I find it really hard to trust people to do a simple task because I think I've been let down so many times where I'd rather just do it myself because I know it's going to get done.
Wait, hold up. Is that why you went to Walmart with me today?
No.
Because they wanted me to buy some stuff, and she said, "I'll go with you."
I'm not gonna lie, I was worried for the fate of the pod, so I did go, but that's not why I went. It's not why I went. It's not why I went.
But I think that if you're like good in an area, wouldn't you think it's a great opportunity to coach somebody?
Yeah, I think that's what I'm trying to like. incorporate, because I think I have that expectation that you should just know.
Yeah.
Like maybe like a common sense thing, and I think that's not fair to the
no
other
such thing as
person.
common
Yeah,
sense.
it's not fair to the other person. So I think I'm learning that through this, where I do like I have to depend on you guys. If not, I'm gonna go insane. You know what I mean? And I think I've seen that. Like if I put too much on my plate, then I go insane. But then I get frustrated because when I want to like give it to someone else, I feel like but they're just not going to do it the way I want it to be done.
Yeah.
So that's something I've been working on personally. I think this year it's shown me a lot. I just don't know. I'm not really like, I never liked group projects. I never liked the idea of like someone else's work being like attached to my work. Yeah.
Yeah. I think, but even the Bible says two are better than one. You know what I'm saying?
But like think about like I have to figure that out before I enter a marriage, because I can't go into it with that kind of mindset of like
That's a bar.
I just want to like everything has to be done my way. And I think it honestly, I just don't like asking people to help me, and it's really bad. Like I hate asking people to do things for me. Like I'll never ask. Like I could be $1 in my bank account, I'll never ask. So that's just how I've been my whole life. And I don't like asking people, because the moment you give me an answer that I don't like, I'm like, ugh, like, you know what, never mind, I'll just do it myself.
I think I mean I feel you, because I struggle with that at work myself, because I work in a group. Like I'm not like the head boss, you know, like I'm part of a management team,
Right.
so I have to manage stuff with other managers, right? And I have to, so there's other managers who are above me, so I have to submit to them as well. And I'm a very like, okay, I gotta get this done, and I get it done, and then I expect the other ones to be at my pace. I'm like, okay, well, you should have gotten this done. Like, why isn't this done right now? But like, I have to be graceful, and I have to understand that not everybody moves at the same pace.
Right.
Not everybody works the same way I work, and I think that the way that I've been trying to like change like that is not setting an expectation on them, but like if I can help in any way, I try to just show them.
Yeah.
Like, okay, well, this is how I do it. Hopefully this helps. But there's only so much that we can do.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think something else that I've kind of been trying to do, especially like recently, not before.
Yeah.
But it's like not beating myself up because the other person just doesn't do it. So I just feel that that's like a big thing. Like I think I'm really hard on myself. So
you
then,
can't do that.
And then I'm like, girl,
you gotta build that nonchalantness.
the nonchalant. No, I really, because I think inconveniences for me, like they just like, I don't know, when I don't do things properly, like it just like irks me. And I don't think I'm a perfectionist, so
No.
like I don't think that's my personality. Because then at the end of the day, it's like I never.
But I think you know what it is. I think that you have standards, but you don't communicate sometimes.
Right. Maybe I'm just not a good communicator.
But like,
That's comes back to
Yeah.
like where I feel like it's common sense.
yeah, exactly. But there's no such thing as common
Right.
sense.
Right.
What?
Yeah. I don't think there's such thing as common sense. I've seen so many things in like the work field, so it's just like I like to thoroughly go through everything when I expect something of a person.
Oh,
Let
so
them
you
know.
don't
Yeah.
expect people to use common sense,
Yeah, I
but there
don't.
is common
There
sense.
is common sense, but
Oh,
like
okay.
in my philosophy, there's no such thing as common sense. I have to make sure that I explain something as thoroughly as I could, so this person, you know, there's no like gray area, and this person
Yeah.
knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you think you have to work on your communication?
I don't know if it's a communication thing because I feel like I've communicated.
Yeah, I feel like you communicate. Like, I think like sometimes you just. And I don't want to speak on your behalf. This is what I.
He doesn't want to.
Yeah, I know, but I feel like sometimes you just gotta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think for me it's I never want to hurt anybody's feelings.
Yeah.
So I'm not like but I think it's just I don't know. It's just a dependency issue. Like I just don't like
Yeah.
the idea of depending on other people.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have to one day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the rest of your life. Submit.
Submission. Yo, that's crazy.
Right.
He
Right.
said, submit.
That's
Right.
tough.
But honestly, I kind of want to learn how to do that because I think that just would make my life a lot easier.
Yeah, you'd be chilling.
But right now, I just feel like I'm always like on survival mode. So I don't know. I don't know. Like in every little aspect of my life, I'm always like, I just don't know how to like, I just don't like depending on other people to do things. Because if it's not going to get done, it's not going to get done.
Okay, so as we go throughout the pod, I think we should all find, you know how like New Year's resolutions, something that you want to fix? All right, so I think as the pod goes, each of us need to end the episode with a New Year's resolution.
Okay.
Something that we want to get better or keep going from 2024 to 2025. Better. So you're already kind of started on yours thinking about that. Tanya, what happened in your year, 2024? What was a big change? What's maybe a moment or maybe...
You know, I think I started, like, I know sometimes people say, like, I need to stop saying no, right? Like, I have to do too much. But I think I started saying yes more. Because I used to not want to do anything. And I used to be like, no, that's not for me. Like, I'm not comfortable with that. But I think this year, I really started just being okay with not being comfortable. Yeah. So I think that's, like, a big change.
Can you give an example?
Well, the podcast, the event that we did, I've given the lesson a couple of times. I had to preach to kids. Yeah.
Stop playing with Tanita.
How was the experience?
You know, I personally don't like it yet. Yeah.
She's like, yeah, I don't like you guys.
I'm talking about preaching. I was talking about preaching and giving lessons. Because I don't like when people look at me too much, like for too long. I just feel awkward.
Yeah.
So when you're preaching, that's literally what it is. People are looking at you.
Right.
Public speaking.
The podcast is good because like we're not looking. Like it's just a conversation.
I gotta give it to preachers because like I feel like I'm very like expressive when it comes to like facial expressions. And sometimes when like a certain preacher would say something, I'll be like so I can just imagine them looking down and then there's this person and then there's someone's like
I'll start crying.
Yeah, like I wouldn't be able to take that. I'll just be like, damn, I'm walking out right now.
Yeah.
And you see everything from up there.
Like, do you get used to it?
I'm not up there often, honestly. I just host. But when I am up there, you do see everything. Like, you see every little face, every little reaction, every little... Like, you can see everything.
Have you gotten used to it, though, hosting?
I don't know. I mean, that's not really for me to judge, I guess.
Well, how you feel? Do you feel better now? But
I guess I feel more relaxed.
Yeah. Okay.
I used to be a little bit more nervous before. Now I'm just kind of like, let me go have fun.
You can tell.
you can tell you look comfortable.
Yeah, you look
but
very
you always
comfortable.
did, so I don't...
I think the first day, I never forget the
You
first
are
day.
nervousness.
The first day because we were in the photography. We were like, oh my God, Dan's going up there. Gotta take pictures.
I got stuttered and everything.
No.
But after that, you did very, very well.
You know what? It's always like, for me, I always have to break the ice. Like, I just have to jump in and like just whatever, however this turns out, whatever, I did it though. And now next time, in my head, I tell myself, I did it the first time and I didn't die. So I'll just be fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now I'm excited for more, Loki.
We can't wait to see more.
Tanya preaching.
Wherever God wants me to be.
Nah.
Yeah.
I don't understand. 2022, Tanya?
Yeah.
2021, Tanya? She would have never.
Never.
But 2024, Tanya.
Yeah. But you know, and I think we talked about it how... Did we talk about it? How God is going to put you in places, but like that you can't handle that. So I know if God is putting me there and if somebody's asking me to do it and it's from God, then I can do it. Like I got it.
Yo, that's a great point. Because what's that verse where it's like, the Lord will never give you something more than you can handle? That's like, I think people take that wrong. Because they're not saying that by your own strength, you're going to handle the things he gives you. And he'll only give you as much as you can handle. It's the fact that it shouldn't be you doing it by yourself.
Yeah.
Like if you're truly a Christian, you're truly a follower of Christ, then the Holy Spirit lives in you. He's the one doing everything through you.
Oh yeah, like I can't do it, but I know that God with me. Yeah.
And yo, what's that other verse? In my weakness, he's made strong. Right? So you might feel like you're not the best at public speaking or this and that, but the Lord is using you.
Adding that I don't have.
Razzle dazzle.
He's using you.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
Joe
Virus in the house. Oh, it's been a really rocky year for me. Yeah, it's been a lot.
Let's unpack.
I don't even know where to start.
Is there a defining moment?
Defining moment. I would say leaving church. I
'Cause
think,
you're opening about it for the first time on the pod.
oh, this is the first time?
Yeah.
Never said it.
Oh, wow. Heart's raising.
Guys, we're going to get
That's a title.
serious.
I think that
Bubby.
it was probably one of the hardest decisions in my life. But in the moment, and I still understand this, I knew that my decision wasn't because of me. It was because of God and where He wants me to be. And it was so hard because I think that God was starting to use me in areas where I always refused to be used in. And so where I finally say yes to God, I have this moment where it's like, okay, now I want you to be closer to me, but for real. Like just be intimate with me. And I think that was really hard because I'm like, okay, well, I'm really like going back and forth with myself because it's like, is this from God or is this just my emotions? But then the dreams start coming in and there's just a bunch of discomfort. I'm like, okay, no, I'm going to stay. This is where I belong. This is my home. I've been here for so long. And I couldn't, I just didn't have peace. And I loved everybody at church, and I still do. I had an amazing family. I think that everybody there was my family. Great pastors, great leaders, but I don't know if I'm ever gonna go back there. But I think that I just have to be patient with myself. Kind of enjoy the journey that I'm in right now. I think God is just working in me in the areas where they're not so seen. And I think that's really important. I think that you don't necessarily have to have a title. You know what I'm saying? I think that God, I think my glory days are not here yet. And I think that right now is preparation for the glory days. And I mean, I'm still working on myself, and I'm still building my relationship with God, and I'm grateful because I know that He's just still working in my life, and I see it in my life all the time. Even if because I'm gonna be honest, even if I'm not as on fire as I should be for God, somehow I still find myself back to God, and I think that's the most amazing thing that I've seen in my relationship with God, that it doesn't matter where I go, He will always be there for me and with me, and He will always walk this journey with me. But yeah, I mean, it's taught me to depend on Him more, to not depend on a community, but depend on Him. It's taught me the importance of a community as well. It's taught me the importance of friendships, and learning from other people as well, and just moving forward. You know what I'm saying? Just not depending also on people so much, and just depending on Him and His Spirit, and the purpose that you have for His life, that He has for your life. But it's a lot. It's a lot. I mean, it's been a long time now. It's been how long?
Since
4
August.
months.
No
Yeah.
more.
August?
4 months, right?
Oh.
Yeah, like 4 months. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She's gonna cry.
It's been, no, because you yawned, right? Yeah. It's been it's been I'm like
It's no, I'm not okay.
This is not okay.
it's been 4 months. And
4 months is crazy. I don't think I
Yeah.
can make it 4 months. I don't think
Really?
I could.
Why not?
No. Without a church, no. I love to serve.
Yeah,
Like
that's
serving in
amazing.
a ministry for me, I think it does me good. I don't know. Like it does me good. Like mentally, spiritually, I think constantly being able to be there for people, do something, even if it's, not hosting, just doing cameras and like helping me get it in the back. I feel like it gives me like this extra sense of like purpose and like I'm here to do something and help. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But since you're kind of going through this like season of like intimacy and like, very like deep reparations with God, I guess a question more for like all of us is like, how does that work? Like, I feel like that's something that we tell people all the time, like fix yourself with God.
Yeah.
Get fixed with God. Like he has to do the healing. But then we kind of just like tell people like, I'll pray for you. Go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
But how can people actually do that?
I think for me personally, I think it's just reflection and looking at the person that I am. I don't think that I'm the same person as when I left. I don't. I definitely have changed in some areas. I think that I've become more, I think, humble in a sense. I feel like I'm just like, because I was thinking about it, I'm really like nothing. Like it's like everything I have is because of God. And I think that's one thing that I've learned. And everything can be taken. Like my whole world, in a sense, was taken because of the changes that happened at church. I was used to people that I love so much, and everything can just be taken.
Yeah.
And understanding that everything I have, all the people, the friendships, are because of God, and just, I don't know, like working on like building a relationship with God with prayer. I would say, reading your word more often. I think that's another thing, that time, when you're serving, I feel like, and I don't know if this is for your case, but like I feel like when I was serving a lot, I was distracted. Okay. And I think that sometimes we can get distracted by the service, and we focus so much on the service and we don't focus on who we are serving for. And you know what I'm saying? So I think it's very important that we know who we are serving for.
Okay, so that we can get into a lot of different topics into that one. What do you guys think?
About
like
all of it?
so we're talking about like intimacy, the way God can heal you from the inside. There's just like a common talk that we have in between Christians, or when people come to like seek help or guidance, we always say, well, God has to do the work in you first. But what is that like? What is that? What does that look like? Like practically.
I think like an important thing is to understand that God is not just some like celestial orb or something that's like I love that. Yeah, that we can't, like, it's something that's so like impossible to like understand. I think like first we need to understand that God is everywhere, like the water bottle, like the lights, everything, like everywhere you go, like you see God. And you hear God, you feel God with everything. So I think just understanding that it's not just something that only at church or only when you're praying or only when you're reading the Bible, but no, it's like everywhere, that you're constantly with God no matter what. I think that's like something that's really impacted me because it's true. Like I'm never alone. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Ali Pop.
I don't think it looks like simple. I think it's very hard. I think this year has been like my healing year.
Your healing year.
Yeah, it's definitely
like
been
that.
my healing year. I think this is like the closest I've ever been with God my whole life.
Amen.
Aww.
Yeah.
I love that.
Aw. Yeah, but I think I think in my head, the intimacy part came with a lot of like breaking down of the past. And I think when you're broken down and just like, I think of it as like, if you're so broken down, like there's just nowhere you can look but to God. So I think that's what the intimacy looks like, at least for me, because it took a lot out of me this year, like a lot of reflection and realizing how big God is like in the world, and like how he's so like incorporated in my life too. but it's not an easy thing to like have an intimate relationship with God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I think like what you're going through right now is kind of what like most new Christians go through, which is like this almost like this deconstruction of your life, like kind of what you said. We had this discussion in group a couple months ago when we were talking about Moses, but you can see it in the Bible all the time where like God takes these men who are something already, and then he just completely destroys who they think they are, right? And basically leaves them no choice almost.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like, well, now I'm here. You know, like Moses was in the Pharaoh's chambers. Like he
Yeah.
was one of the basically princes of Egypt, right? And then he made him nothing. Like
Yeah.
just a man that took care of some sheep in the desert. And then a burning bush. You know, like God shows up and he makes himself known, right? And that like burning bush in a desert, like it's like the imagery of that is like deserts are usually very dark places at night. So imagine a burning bush. It's like you
Yeah.
can't miss it.
Right.
So when you're in that darkness and you feel like there's nothing else around you, the minute you see light, you run towards it.
Right.
It's calling you. It's like this calling sense of Jordan Peterson says it's like the calling for adventure. And like it's something that we as humans all search for, this calling for meaning, for adventure, for what's my purpose.
Yeah.
And it's like God's always that light just calling out for you. And it's the one day that you feel like you want it for real that you change.
Yeah.
You know, and I think helping people trying to be that guide because you've done it. Hopefully, you know, if you're in leadership or if, you know, you're doing something like a podcast, you know, you hope that you've kind of already been there.
Yeah.
And it's like, listen, just follow the light, follow God, keep your eyes on him. But it's
Yeah. You know what's
tough.
crazy though? It's like the idea of like when you're living in the world that you feel like you've built something. Like you've built yourself. And then you don't realize how fragile you actually are because there's no foundation. And then God easily breaks that down very easily. And
yeah, yes, but he gives you the choice.
he does.
You get what I'm
He
saying?
does, yeah.
Because God could just and
Right.
everything's gone. And sometimes
Right.
he needs to.
That is true.
When I think when God gives you so many choices and you just keep
denying.
denying, he's like, I guess I'm gonna have to do
Right?
it.
Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah.
like think about like just the apostles. Like these people had careers. Like these people were something already.
Yeah.
And then Jesus was like,
Yeah.
forget that. Just follow me. And we see it as we just like skip over these lines where it's like they just dropped everything
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
just followed him. But like now we're not fishermen, we're not tax collectors. Maybe somebody works for the IRS, who knows? But like now we're like, you know, people that work at law firms or we're paralegals or we're working in pharmacy, you know, and now we kind of have to understand that no longer is who we are.
Yeah.
You know, like there was this one pastor who said, if someone comes up and asks you, hey, what are you? And you give them a job description, then you're not a good Christian.
Yeah, you're a child
You
of
know,
God.
and a lot of people do that.
Yeah.
You know, if you ask them, hey, what are you? You're like, oh, I'm a lawyer.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a doctor. Oh, I'm this, I'm that. It's like, but no. Like the first thing you should think of is like, oh, I'm a child of God. You know, and like,
And it's
just-
crazy that we don't think of that.
yeah. But that is like our identity.
Because like we find our value so much in like what we physically do. Yeah.
But imagine being a child of God.
Yeah.
Like
Of royal
yeah,
lineage.
like how much more. Like I feel like we just take that lightly, so lightly. Like there's so much more to being a child of God, the one who created everything you see.
You know what's so crazy? So
Yeah,
I've been doing my devotionals for the year, and I was this one little like lyric in a song.
yeah,
It's like basically was what I wrote my whole devotional on, and it was like it's not even a Christian lyric, but like it's such a meaningful lyric. It says, "We know the price of everything, but the value of nothing."
Far.
Yeah, and then it makes me think about that, where
Yeah.
like we don't understand the true value of being a child of God.
yeah.
And I was writing down like, for so long I knew the price that Jesus paid for me, but my life never reflected the value it held in my life.
You ate that up.
And that, bro, when I wrote that down, I stood there and I was like, Wait.
Hold up. This is preaching.
Right, 'cause
Let me call that girl right now.
I wrote that down and it broke me down because you know what it is, we can't look at ourselves from another person's view, but you can tell, like with the people around you can tell what they hold valuable in their life and what they don't. And I think for me it was, do I show in my actions and my words that God is something valuable for me?
Wow.
Or do I show them that I know what he did for me, but I don't live a life that shows the value of that?
Yeah. That's like the hardest thing as a
Yeah.
Christian.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I'm like a broken record. Every single week I group, it's like, do we get it? I
Yeah.
ask that all the time. I'm like, do we actually get it?
Yeah.
Though?
Yeah.
Like it sounds nice, and I'm sure you guys understand it a bit. But do you get the fact
Yeah.
that like your life is supposed to be different?
Yeah.
And it's just not sometimes. It's so frustrating. It's frustrating. I think being when I did I become leader this year?
No, I think it was last year.
It might have been last year, but I think this is the first year where I was fully leader. The whole year I've been a leader. Like 2023 is kind of my transitional year. I think 2024 has been like I've been a leader from the beginning. I'm still a leader now. My first year where I feel like I've taken this like leadership position all the way to where I tried to be, the best that I could. It's the toughest thing, like ever. Because you can kind of like, I can kind of handle myself.
Yeah.
I have my days where I just need God and like, I'm done. I'm on the floor. I'm crying. I'm worshiping. But then trying to like invoke something into people is like one of
the
the
hardest part.
toughest
Yeah.
things you can ever do. Because it's like, I always wonder, I'm like, do you guys get it?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
I think it comes down to relationship.
Right. And you
Yeah.
can't force that onto someone.
Yeah.
Like that, I think that's something that is hard to come to like I guess, and being okay with it.
Yeah.
Like I can never make anyone love Jesus.
Yeah.
I can only try to show you in the best way, show you what the gospel is and like what he did for you. But then I there's nothing else I can do. Like that's it.
I also think that love, like I've learned to love Jesus because of like of the things he's done in my life too. Like I think that some people like I can kind of be graceful because like they haven't really experienced Jesus as much as I have experienced Jesus. So I think that maybe that's why they're not as so dedicated as they should be.
But then they don't get the gospel though.
Yeah.
Because no one can say I've experienced more than someone else because we were all saved.
Yeah.
Like somebody can't be like, well, I was more saved than you were saved.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? No. Like that's the beauty of the gospel, that there's no one above anyone.
Yeah.
And that the least and the most were all damned to die. Like we were all damned to
So
this
that's like
failure.
going back, are you really saved then?
Okay,
Yeah.
but so that I think this year I've truly come to the conclusion like there's just some people that won't be.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And like there's nothing I could do about it.
That's tough.
Yeah.
There's
That's
just
tough.
nothing I could do
Especially
about
like in your position. Like how does that make you feel? Because I feel
it. Not
like
even mine. Like think about
Yeah.
pastors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think about like people that had churches, they have like hundreds of people in their congregation and they're trying their best. Like this is their job.
Yeah.
And it's like there's just some people that I won't be able to. Like there's nothing I could do.
That's a hard thing to have over you. I feel like I would, I don't know, because aren't we gonna be held accountable for each other?
But you're supposed to like
Yeah.
plant the seed. You can't force the seed to
You
grow.
can't really. Yeah, you're right.
And then even on top of that, you just plant the seed, but then you don't even really get to just water it or anything. Sometimes it's just God.
Just want-
It's
yeah.
just God.
I don't know. I don't think I could ever be a pastor.
Yeah, that's a big
Yeah,
word.
that's tough.
That's a big word.
Pastor?
The P word.
Yeah.
I think it's like dismantling a worldview is probably like the hardest part.
Yeah.
Because it goes back to Tanya's point of like, she sees God everywhere, but that's her worldview. That's the worldview that we've built as a church. So like, I think it's good that we're graceful,
Yeah.
that they don't see things the way we see things. But I wouldn't say it's like I feel God more. I just think I see God more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Okay.
good. Yeah.
That's good.
Like
yeah.
I think when good things happen to me, I don't just like immediately
Yeah.
place it on some like a worldly thing. I place it on God. And
Yeah, this is because of God's grace.
Yeah, and
Okay,
I think when people that don't know God, they don't place it on. They place it on themselves, or like even like luck or karma. They place it on
The
anything.
universe.
Yeah. So I think that's the hardest thing, especially for you, because sometimes you're getting people that are coming in for the first time.
Yeah.
So like it's not easy to dismantle someone's worldview in an hour.
Yeah.
And
everyone's
Chris's
different.
house.
Yeah.
Like
Everyone's so different. Because like sometimes I feel like I'm really logical.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, where do you stand?
Yeah.
Okay, you're an atheist. Okay, so let's start from here. So God's real first. We'll get you there, and then we can get you to okay. So this is why Jesus is the most reliable, and then we can move by steps. But then some people they just won't get it.
Yeah. I mean, because I don't think evangelizing is like one size fits all.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I think some people take more of an emotional approach. Some people like the logical approach. Some people just want answers. Other people want story. They want testimony. So it's not like a one. Like I feel like it's not fair for you to like put that pressure on yourself.
Yeah, no, but I think this year I've taken it off.
Go, that's
Okay,
good.
Yeah, I've taken it off myself because I'm like, at the end of the day, no matter how much I really try, it's really just on you.
Yeah.
Like I'm still gonna try my best and like pray and be connected to you, but the best I can do is just rely on you.
Yeah, because you're building a group
That's it.
of people that you hope one day will go out and reach people that you probably can't.
Facts.
Yeah.
Like I want, like my dream has always been to like one day look at someone and be like, I was their leader one day, and look at everything they've done.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy.
How do you feel about inconsistency?
Pisses me off.
Pisses you off.
There's nothing more that like just like irks me than people that are inconsistent.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I'm a pretty consistent person.
Yeah.
Like if I put my mind to something, I'm just gonna do it. So then. Yeah, there's a guy in here that
just like-
wanted to start the gym with me, and then he just stopped. But yeah, it's just like, especially, but that stuff that's trivial.
Yeah.
I meant more like with God.
Yeah.
But it's funny because that was me. You get what I'm
We were
saying?
talking about that.
You get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I feel like that's why it irks me so much because I'm like, oh, I don't want you to be me. Like I wasted 3 years of my life that I could have spent getting so deep with God.
Damn.
But instead I just spent it sitting on a fence playing this game with God. Like, oh, I like you, but the world is nice too.
Yeah.
And it's like you'll die on that fence.
And how did you get over that? Because I went through that. Because I was like, damn.
I think we all went through that.
Yeah, we spent mad time out here on this world. But like, how did you like? What was that? What helped you?
realization point?
Yeah.
The turning point.
Yeah, it was definitely studying. It was studying. There was a quote that got really popular, I think like maybe like 6 months ago or something, where this person, he's an author, he says, there's a person that's sitting on the fence.
I love. Sorry to interrupt you,
that.
but I just love because you came to my head today when I was cooking.
Oh,
that's
period.
why.
What did I cook?
But I was thinking of you as a person, and I was like, okay, so why is Dan where he is now? Like I just think of people, like like why, and what came to my mind is intimacy. Like he took the time to get to know God more, and one of those ways was studying the Word of God. And no, that's it.
I love that.
That's it. I was like, that just came to my head. I was like, okay, because I like to like think about people sometimes. I'm like, okay, why is this person this way? And I'm like, okay, Dan. I was like, okay, he's. And then what literally just came to mind. It was like just intimacy. He took the time to study the book. And that's it.
Yeah, many books.
Yeah.
So the quote, and you heard it. I know you've heard it.
Yeah.
It's good.
So,
So he says that he's a man standing on a fence, and he's understood God. He sees God, and it's good. But then what the world offers him, and we all know who the owner of the world is, is also good. So he spent his first 5 years kind of tiptoeing on that fence and be like, oh, I'm going here, going there. And then he couldn't choose his whole life, and his life just kept going and going, and he lived on the fence. And then he dies. But then the devil comes to him, and he grabs him, and he says, you're coming with me. And he says, whoa, 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 whoa. I never chose you. I stayed on the fence. And then the devil goes, but what you didn't know is I own the fence. So it's that realization I had when I read the Bible is I'm standing on enemy territory. You know,
Tough.
That's deep.
because
That's
I
not neutral.
yeah, like there is no neutrality with God.
Yeah,
there is
like
no neutrality.
the Bible tells us that.
It's either you're hot or you're cold.
you're
But if you're
cold.
lukewarm, I'll
Can't serve
spit
two
you out.
masters.
That's tough.
That's a tough verse.
yeah.
Like
That's
I'll
very tough.
spit you out.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
You might be cooked, gang. Like that's tough.
Very.
Extremely.
So no fences.
No offense.
Don't
No
fence.
fences, guys. No
Stay
fences.
away from the fence.
The on fire for
Honestly.
God.
You know how you stay away from the fence though?
How?
When you stop thinking about not sinning.
When you stop thinking about not sinning.
Yeah. Because if I had that mentality, it was like, okay, I don't want to sin. So then I would know where the sin is. Like I'd always be by the line. You get what I'm saying? So I'm so close to the fence
that you see it.
that I'm right there that I'm so focused on not sinning that sometimes I might sin because I'm so close to it. But now that I'm focused on just being holy, I'm so far from it that there's more in the way to get there. You know, now there's conviction. Now there's a prayer time that I have. Now there's study time. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Before it was just kind of like I'm living this life where I'm like, okay, don't sin. But there was no intimacy. There was no study time. There was no prayer. And failure was right there next to me. You know? So it's about trying to be more holy than just not sinning. Yeah.
That's good.
I think that's great. But what would you tell somebody?
Yeah. Fair.
That's great.
But what would you tell somebody? I feel like because you had that desire
Of
in you
what?
of like having that moment of intimacy with God to read your word and be holy. You're striving for holiness, but I feel like some people just don't desire it,
Yeah.
and that's probably a hard place to be in.
But then I would say you don't understand your fallenness.
Yeah,
I think somebody can only truly want God when they understand how bad they are. I just feel like some people don't understand how bad the situation is.
Because I see some people, and like, because again, I think about people, and I'm like, you say you love God, you say that you're pursuing God, but it's like, do you not get convicted when you do these things? I'm like, you just like, I just don't get it. Like, because I remember even when I was like, because when I started going to church, I was 16, right? Even when I had that experience with Christ, like after doing something wrong, after being in holiness and doing something wrong, I would feel so convicted. Like I would feel horrible. Like it was almost to a point where it was like painful to me as a person. I'm like, oh, like that's painful. Like, like not pleasing the Lord is painful in a sense. So I'm like, how do you not feel that?
Yeah, I mean, some people just don't have the Holy Spirit in them. Or I would say maybe they've just fallen so numb to it, maybe.
Yeah.
Like, there is such a thing as like just going numb to your
Yeah.
own sin.
Because that did happen to me at a point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's dangerous.
Yeah.
That's like one of the most dangerous. If you can sin and not feel anything, like, you're pretty far gone.
Yeah.
Like there's almost a point of no return.
Just crazy to me because there's people out there, there's even pastors out there in the world who are like, like
pastor by title.
Yeah.
Not about colon.
So it's like, damn, but like that's insane. Like you're preaching these things to other people, and
Yeah, what do you guys feel about that? Like pastors that they leave an amazing legacy, but then like you find out, oh, well, they've definitely messed up. There was one of the greatest like apologists of all time. I forget his name. His name is very difficult to pronounce. Robbie Zacharias. Thank you, Purdue. Rabbi Zacharias. He's like one of the greatest apologists of all time. Left an amazing legacy. He dies, and then people find out later he was like
A bad person.
adultering, having sex with like prostitutes, everything. Like,
Well,
I think it's hard.
do you think that the Lord would use them though?
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
he clearly
Yeah.
did,
Yeah.
which makes you think.
I mean, I think about Paul. Like he was a murderer.
Yeah, but there was a change.
But he changed.
That
Yeah.
is true.
But then it makes me think of like Solomon.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, like Solomon was this
Yeah.
But he had like
Mujeriego.
300 wives,
Yeah.
700 concubines. Makes me think of David.
I just think like
Would you forgive your man?
He said.
Would you forget your man?
I don't know. I think sometimes like focusing on the vessel is hard. Like
Okay, you're getting some.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to like put it together in my brain,
You
but
got
like
the screen.
if you can, like God qualifies the unqualified, but I think I don't know if we should really be focused on the vessel that's being used and just honestly look at just the outpouring that's coming out.
Amen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
And it's tough because we're humans and we automatically just want to analyze someone's life because it's up there and it's
Yeah.
for everyone to see. But I would never want to be in that position.
Yeah, me either. That's
Yeah.
like even with pastoring, like,
It's
I feel
a
like
sense
I
of,
could never.
Yeah, it's a sense of idolatry in us.
Yeah.
Of like we want to put a face to like these good things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like that's kind of what happened with Moses. It happened with Elijah, where like the people of Israel were like, "Oh my gosh, there's no one like you." Where God had to be like, "Okay, give me their bodies because I feel like if I leave them with you guys might build altars
Yeah.
and you'll say this is where Moses lies and like look at everything he did." Like even we fall into this trap where we talk about like these biblical people,
Yeah.
and we say they're so amazing, but it's like.
It's not. It
Were
was the
they?
Spirit
Were
of
they?
God.
Right,
Yeah.
like it
was
wasn't
the-
really them.
Yeah, it was God.
No, and you don't really get that sentiment of humility and like it's not me, it's you until Jesus. You know, and he deserved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did deserve that we looked at him, but he chose not to. You know, he chose to make himself a servant.
Yeah.
And he leaves that example to all of us. And that's why I think it's scary when we see some pastors who do make it about themselves. Because if Jesus didn't make it about himself,
Why should you?
When he had every right
when
to.
he had every right to, but instead he bore a cross.
Yeah.
But now you want to make it
Yeah.
about you? When Jesus didn't make it about
Yeah.
himself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Like-
that makes your vessel more like look more visible. Like it makes you look like you can see. You're more transparent, if that makes any sense.
Like I see the residue.
Like I see what's going on here,
I see the residue.
and you don't, which is scary to me. Like it's
Yeah.
just so scary to me, like how you're just walking in this, thinking you're with God.
Yeah. Like there's nothing better. Like I think 2024 was because I always have like a list of pastors that I listen to, and 2024 is when I added Philip Anthony Mitchell, and I've tried putting y'all onto him.
Put me on.
I got
I
you.
did. I sent you one.
Yeah. You probably-
Oh, he's fire. Yo.
him.
Yo.
I love him.
Yo.
He be saying he be a little rough sometimes.
But you know
he's-
what? It works.
I actually looked into his story. He was from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's fire. He's been
Yeah,
through a lot.
bro,
His
homeless,
testimony is
everything.
crazy.
It was insane.
Stop playing with him, Riley.
I think my thing that I was like, yeah, you're good. You're good for me to listen to is when he said that he didn't want it. He didn't want his ministry.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, that's one of the first times I've ever heard a pastor say, this ministry is a cross. He said that exact phrase,
did.
like, my ministry is a cross to me that I bear. I don't want to do this, but I have to do this. And it's like, we need more of that energy.
We do.
Like, with that gives me man of God.
Yeah.
You know, because you're a man of God. You're not there,
Man.
you know.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I could see that God is placing you here because you don't even want to be here yourself. It's giving Moses.
Yeah.
You know, it's giving Moses. It's giving even Paul low key.
Yeah.
Like Paul, like that man was going through it. I doubt he was happy.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? He was
He
joyful.
said it. He said it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna be content.
Damn, it's
He said
tough.
that I have the stolen.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's tough for American Christians because we're just so
we be so fake.
We're so full. I think everything's catered to us here in the States. It's consumerism. It's just like I don't know. Like we're just so full of ourselves.
Yeah.
I think sometimes our religion becomes a show.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And you can see it in our churches. I mean, it's literally a
Have you seen those
stage.
TikToks? Like mega
The
churches be like,
2024
I've seen
Christmas.
that.
I'm sorry,
Yo, the
but
people flying.
why do they look better than Broadway?
yeah.
Which, first of all, I'll be the first to say, Christians should be the best at everything. You get what I'm saying? Like, we should be better than Broadway. You know, but
Let's keep the
I'm
focus
talking
on
more
God.
about sermon wise. Like, why is everything so like cookie cutter, 5 steps to like
I think it's just a culture.
this, like
It's just the cancel,
Jesus
the cancel
loves
culture.
you. Why can't I get a preaching that
But
like
the other preacher doesn't care about the cancel culture. You get what I'm saying?
But you see, but that's why like that's why he is where
popped
he is.
off.
Where he is, yeah.
That's because you know what? It works one of two ways. Like,
It's either
you
done or-
either stick with the truth
yeah,
and pop up with the truth,
yeah,
or you don't.
yeah.
Like it's just one, and then when you start teetering that line is when you start getting canceled.
Mm-hmm.
Because how are you saying this but living this way, or like how are you not saying this but then living this way, or like
Yeah.
whatever, you could be canceled by anything. But like with him, that's him. Like that's him
Facts.
all around, and he's been very honest about that.
Facts.
Even in his church's like Instagram page is that, and like you don't even have to watch a preaching, you just notice like it's that. It's the people. It's the Great Commission. That's what is his message. Is getting more people for God with the truth. And
think-
he's like, yeah.
Sorry, because I was thinking like I think preachers are gonna get canceled no matter what. Like somebody's always going to disagree with you.
as you should.
So might as well get canceled for the right reasons,
As
you know?
you should.
Yeah.
Might as well be talking about the truth and getting canceled for speaking about Jesus
And
and,
then
truth.
the ones who don't, it's like
Like,
I don't know.
But sometimes you
yeah.
leave alone the truth.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like sometimes you can't argue with the truth. So
Yeah.
you leave it alone and you let it do what it has to do, because at the end of the day you're gonna look dumb. That's why like when you look at like certain like interviews when they do like with people who are Christian, like
Yeah.
their first response is anger. And then when they see that they can't budge on you because everything you're saying is factual,
Yeah.
they just deflect and go somewhere else. So like
Yeah.
sometimes you just really just can't argue with the truth.
yeah.
So you just leave it alone.
And also,
Yeah.
there is this weird thing about like churches want to reach a bunch of people,
Yeah.
which is like, sure, I get it. We are supposed to cast the net out.
Yeah.
But what does it matter if you have like 1,000 members if only like 100 of them are real?
Yeah.
Like sure, you're gaining a huge audience, but are they really Christian?
Yeah.
You know, or is there just like, because I feel like now it's kind of weird. I think 2024, I don't know if it was just me, but I kind of noticed there's more like people outwardly being Christian. It's almost like a trend now
Yeah.
to be Christian.
Yeah.
Where it's like almost a little bit cool. It's like, okay, like now even the gym bros are Christian.
Oh, yeah, even the gym bros. Yeah.
now even the gym bros are Christian. It's like, are y'all, I mean, I don't know. Are y'all really, are y'all really Christians, or is it just not cool to be Christian?
Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, like some like influencers have spoken out on that, where it's like, are you following my trends or are you following God?
Like,
Yeah.
Because they've made it very aesthetic.
Christianity.
Yeah.
They have, but I feel like that's because they just. I don't know.
nah, but something about
But also, I'm thinking
it.
about. I'm like, okay, because I have nothing to offer as a human being. Like, I mean, that's the way I see it. As a human being, I'm like, you know,
No.
Christ should be the one who should be seen. So I'm just like, I don't know.
Yeah. I think there's
Yeah.
that content, but then
Yeah.
there's like the
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 one
other-
where like I get what you're. I know what
there's
you're
the
talking
other
about.
content.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
a little bit more like
Yeah.
Sometimes something about, I don't know. Sometimes maybe I'm a hater. Like I got a little bit of hate in me.
it's like corny.
No. But my thing is like, being Christian shouldn't be that appealing.
Right.
She-
Right.
she's
I-
Like this is so weird.
Because you know what it is? Because it's not. Like, it's so, like, it's not easy. Like, stop
We're
telling
the
me
worst
you
evangelizers.
wake up at 5 a.m.
Hold
happy.
on.
We're the worst evangelizers.
Happily?
We're over here like, guys, this sucks.
No, I think what you mean is that the way they're making it is just a little superficial. Like being a Christian is just more than opening your Bible and reading it. It's really hard.
She needs
Yeah.
2 mics.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Please.
yeah.
I cam just on her.
Yeah, because I think
Zoom
this
in.
like era of like social media influencers makes things look so appealing. Like even running.
Yeah,
Have
and
you-
Yo.
The running
Don't bring that word in
trend
this house,
where
please.
they make it look so appealing to go run. But then if you like, I like to run at night sometimes. It's not fun.
no.
Low-key the Boston not the Boston.
It hurts.
The New York marathon.
Yo.
Do you see how long it was?
Yo.
That's insane.
It hurts.
Not because the way I was influenced.
Oh,
Ali, hold on.
The way I
Grow
told
up,
myself,
girl.
like, if I do this for a
Wait.
whole year, like,
Wait.
will I be able?
Wait, hold up. Let me see if I'm cooking. Let me see if I'm cooking here. Paul says we're running a marathon, right? New York City Marathon. Sometimes you could take the phone out and show the best parts of yourself in that moment.
Yeah.
But you're not showing the 28 miles.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
miles where maybe you want to stop.
Yeah.
The miles where it's hurting your legs, you want to do everything but keep the run going.
Yeah.
But you don't show that part. You get what I'm saying? You show the nice part where you put your phone up and you're like, yeah, mile
Like the first 5
27, almost done. You guys, and that's
see?
almost like Sundays.
You see?
We show our best selves on Sundays.
But you see how that's
Get ready with me.
wrong?
That's wrong. That's so wrong.
Because then we sit down as Christians
And
and,
think-
we we get so upset with the fact that like, why do people keep saying Christians can't go through stuff? Well, yeah, because you don't show us that.
Yeah.
You don't show us that because you put that standard on yourself by only showing the pretty parts of your walk with God.
yeah.
Yep.
So
You ate
guys,
with that one.
in the Out of Service podcast, we're very transparent.
That's
Right.
great.
Yeah.
Like you're running it just this.
I just told you guys, I suck as a human being.
I have nothing to offer.
Nothing to offer.
Facts. Like you always see the before and after things. Like, oh, I found Jesus, and now it's like a picture of you, and you're doing great. It's like, nah, show me the reality.
Yeah.
I was gonna post one of those.
Said you are
The enemy.
No,
mine.
because it's fire.
Yeah.
Because it's fire, and I understand it.
Yeah.
But also, like, that's such a small part.
Yes. I
You
agree.
know.
But that's what social media is.
But it's so unfortunate because I think you're painting a not a bad picture because there is beauty in being a Christian. There is
There
this
is.
beauty of like this born again, relationship that we have with God. Where it's like,
Can I?
yeah,
I think the beauty is not opening the Bible. I think the way that you're living every day, because you have joy now, you have peace, you literally have everything that it's in that Bible. You live it every day.
Yo.
Because the Bible is cute and everything, but then like the way God works in you is
La
like
unción.
even
La unción.
Allow people
better.
to see the value God holds in your life.
Yes.
fire.
Yeah.
Damn. All right, next year, what we doing?
Next year, I mean, I think we just figured out we nothing good.
I mean,
Without God, yeah.
Yeah.
We
All right, but
nothing
what's your
good.
resolution so we can end?
All right, resolution to end. I would say mine is
Go ahead.
Tell us.
I would say just try to work on how I love people.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, work on how I love people.
You?
Dive into the word more.
Okay.
I think letting myself go and letting God just be
Let it
whatever
go.
He wants, even if I don't want to.
Damn, it's tough.
Yeah.
That's a scary one.
It is.
Yeah, that's
Have
tough.
you, have you seen that trend where it's like, I don't want to sing this song anymore? Refiner?
The guy saying Refiner a little too much.
Yo, facts.
Allison.
Yo, facts.
Salazar.
Damn, full government. All for the people.
No, they know. No, they know.
Damn, I didn't think about it.
Also procrastinating. Stop leaving things last minute.
Yeah.
Not that hard.
I think for me it's focus.
Mm.
Yeah. A very like in my focused era. I think I'm very like I think I am too what's the word like
Complacent?
damn.
No, not like that.
Whoa.
No, like if it happens it happens, like free spirited type of person.
Free spirited vibe.
Yeah, free spirited with like things in my life where I'm like, yeah, if they're meant for me, they'll come for me. Come to me. If they're meant for me, they'll come to me. Don't be rude. Wait, who was laughing?
No one.
Oh.
Nobody. And then security pouring out.
Oh. If they're meant for me, they'll come for me. That's the, come to me. That's the mentality I've had this year. But I think I just need to be more focused
I love that for you.
and do things.
Okay. Was that all of us?
Yeah.
That was
Yes,
all.
ma'am.
Yeah.
Well, 2024 is a wrap. That's crazy.
insane.
Next time we see them, it's gonna be 2025.
2025.
Ooh,
Halfway there.
It's been a crazy year.
20s.
and we'll be turning. How old will you be turning in 2025?
27.
24.
25.
That is insane.
25.
Oh, 27.
I like that year.
Oh my gosh, my youth is gone.
That actually makes you really close to 30.
No, I'm disgusting. I'm telling you guys.
I like 27.
My era is
Oh,
over.
like
because it's your
27.
birthday. Is it?
Guys, thank you so much for watching the episode. Please leave a comment down below. Wish us a happy New Year's. I hope you spend a great New Year's with your family, with your loved ones. Enjoy it. Go to your local church. Maybe go watch a service or something. Like our photos, like our videos. Send us prayer requests. We love you guys so much, and we're out.
Out
of service.